What's going on, everyone? So, as you probably guessed by clicking on the review, this is my review for The Fanatic, which right now is playing on Amazon Prime Video. That's right, I missed seeing it in theaters, and saying it right off the bat, I wish I had seen this in theaters. I did have an opportunity to see it back in August. I could have seen either Fanatic or Overcomer, and we all make mistakes in life, and I'm saying it right now, I wish I had seen The Fanatic over Overcomer. The Fanatic is terrible. It is an absolute mess of a movie, but it is very entertaining. Like, holy cow. Let me just, for those of you who don't know about The Fanatic, the premise is simple. It's about John Travolta, who plays a character named of Moose. Moose is a huge film buff. So much so that he stalks his favorite action hero and starts to destroy his life in some way, shape, or form. Again, this is a movie that the premise, it's ripened with ideas. I mean, there's so much ideas that you could explore, but this movie is so confusing in terms of what it wants to portray. And let me try to peel back the layers in a non-spoiler review, because I was looking online and it seems like not as many people as I thought have reviewed this movie. So if you do stumble across my review, let me obviously give you and save you the trouble. I'm not spoiling anything. So it's going to be difficult, but let's go through it. So firstly, I want to say John Travolta holds the movie together. Like, he's the one and only positive. But he's also not giving a good performance. He's giving a very mixed performance, because there are elements of him trying to be like so bad it's good in terms of like his acting style. And then there are moments where it just kind of like doesn't make any sense. It feels completely out of character with the character that he's playing. So it's very like jarring. Also, the filmmaking is very confusing. I think a lot of this movie is very mixed. Like the cinematography, like there are some neat shots, then there are a lot of other shots that are terrible. The score is also very eerie, but a lot of times it's eerie and it doesn't make sense as to why it's eerie during certain scenes. And also tone. I think that this movie really suffers from tonal inconsistency. Like, there are certain scenes that you're not quite sure if they meant it to be funny, but they are hilarious. And then there are scenes that try to be funny, but aren't. And then there are other scenes that are very violent that you're not really sure what to feel exactly. Again, it's very unbalanced in those terms, as well as pacing wise. Like, don't get me wrong, pacing wise, the movie keeps you entertained, but in terms of the way everything is handled, it just is not paced well at all. I also want to say the story. Again, this is a premise that is ripe with opportunities, but they wasted so many opportunities. There are so many messages and commentary that they could have focused on, but unfortunately, it was just very muddled, and that comes down to the messages too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, throughout most of the movie, and you can ask my girlfriend because I was watching and she would come in and hear me laugh. The first hour, I was dying. There were so many funny scenes, and then the last act, there are certain scenes that they do that are like violent, and it feels so jarring. Like I mentioned, with the tone and the pacing. But then the ending happens, like the last 5 minutes, and I literally said, and I kid you not, this is my word. What? I literally said that out loud, and I usually don't talk during movies, especially when I'm by myself watching a movie. It was very weird. I love weird. I love weird movies. I love weird endings. But like, this was the bad type, and that's subjective as to what's bad and good. But for me, it was bad because with what it was showcasing, it felt like they were trying to do something that the movie just wasn't earned for. You have characters that you're not sure what to think about them, and oftentimes in movies that's a good thing. But when it's coming down to a movie that you don't care too much about the characters, it's very problematic, I think. And there are some movies I've seen where it's like the characters, it's hard to like, but at the same time you understand where they're coming from. But when you don't understand where the characters are coming from, it makes it hard to like appreciate and understand what's going on, and how to take each scene. But last, I'm not gonna lie, like, this movie is hilarious. I absolutely dug the movie for it's so bad it's good quality. But again, I want to emphasize that there are certain scenes that actually could have potentially been great scenes. It's just the way it was executed. The directing really was lacking. But again, in terms of entertainment value, you can't beat this movie. This movie is very entertaining. The Fanatic is an entertaining movie that if you're going in knowing it's so bad it's good, I think you'll really like it. If you're expecting a movie that's well done and very artful and very, like, smart, Not a movie to watch at all. Not a movie to watch. But this is the type of movie you watch with friends. You enjoy it. And at the same time, The Fanatic for me personally, it's getting a 0.5 out of 5-star rating for me. In terms of critically speaking, I can't deny the film is absolute garbage. But in terms of entertainment value, it would be a lot higher. So, guys, The Fanatic, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What did you think about it? In the comment section down below. And again, I tried to be spoiler free. It's just there's a lot of stuff that I could easily do a spoiler video. I could easily talk about this movie for an hour, but I'm not going to. But if you do have any questions about which scenes I thought were hilarious and which I thought were trying to be serious and could have fulfilled their potential a little bit more, ask away in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, don't forget the subscription, notification bell, and I'll catch you guys later.